Today I'm going to be sharing a visualization to help you imagine your future self and your future life. Now this visualization is going to be one that anyone can use, of any faith belief or backgrounds or any type of beliefs that you have. It's not a spiritual one. It doesn't mention God or light or universe or energy or anything like that. So the reason I'm making this is because we all have different beliefs and backgrounds, and I think that the sort of a future self visualization is actually a really powerful tool, a really great way to get your brain working and to kind of get you to picture your future self and step out of where you are right now and kind of see a bigger picture. But I think sometimes when you might try and find one on YouTube or somewhere, they might be using language that doesn't quite sit with you, so you're not fully in the visualization because you're sort of like filtering out maybe words that don't quite sit with your own beliefs. So this is why I've made this. So like I said, it's for anyone. There's no sort of mention of any sort of spiritual elements or anything like that. Visualization, this future self visualization's been one that's really been helpful to me, because it's helped me kind of see myself in the future and then realize the bigger picture and take myself out of just looking at what's happening right now. It's easy to get really stuck in your challenges that you're facing today. They can feel so big, and when you take yourself 1 year into the future, 5 years in, you realize that actually this thing is just like a little blip. It's not even, has no meaning. Like in a year's time, it's not even going to matter. But today, it can feel like such a mountain. And that's one of the things I love about doing like a future self visualization, because I think it's a great tool for your brain. Your brain can see something in a different way, from a different perspective. It kind of steps out of all the emotions and all the the feelings you've got with it right now, and you can kind of be a bit more objective. You can see it almost as if it was someone else, it was happening to someone else. The way that you can give advice to your friend, but when you're in the same situation, you can't quite see the wood for the trees and you seem so stuck. But if your friend's going through it, you're able to kind of have that outside in perspective and offer some advice. That's one of the things I think this visualization really helps to do. It's like taking you out of it feeling so personal, and almost stepping outside and like seeing it as if it's playing back on a movie screen. And that's one of the tools that I will be using. So I'm going to start it. If you'd like to get yourself comfortable, find somewhere to sit up or lie down if you think you might not fall asleep. If you fall asleep, that's all right. But find yourself a comfortable place to be. You might want to, close the door and just make sure that no one's going to come in and disturb you or anything like that. And then once you have found somewhere comfortable, just take some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just getting that oxygen in, slow down your heart rate, start to feel a bit more relaxed, come out of all the distractions, all the noise, all the things that are happening in your life, and kind of just zone in into this activity and focusing on it. So a couple more breaths. With your eyes closed, I want you to picture this old time cinema. So it might be like Art Deco, Hollywood glam, and you're walking into it. You go up those stairs with, got the banisters and the red carpet, and you walk into a empty auditorium. The lights are darkened, but there's a video that's about to start playing. There's a big screen, and on it there's a video of your future self in 5 years' time. So you enter the room and you find yourself a very comfortable seat. It's got that sort of oaky, woody, old cinema smell. something very comforting and comfortable about being in that room. You feel really relaxed, you lean back and you start to watch the video. The video comes on and it starts to play. So you're watching yourself in 5 years' time, but also you'll be watching memories that you've been experiencing over the next 5 years. It's basically a home movie of your life over the next 5 years. And sometimes the movie goes to 5 years' time. Sometimes it's just a little bit in the future, maybe just 6 months or 1 year. And as you're watching, you're just taking it in. You're noticing how you feel. You're noticing that, how this woman or man feels, what they're doing, their excitement, what experiences they're having, and you're really taking it in. And you're watching as a outside observer. So you're not taking it in a very personal way or an emotive way, but you're just like observing. Like a casual observer, so you don't have to let any kind of feelings come in where you might feel worried or anxious or anything like that. You just get to observe it and relax. So you're watching yourself on this screen and you have some videos flash up, and it says birthday celebrations. So there's a few different one's at 5 years in the future and in between. What do you notice about those videos? What do you notice about these birthday celebrations? Who is there with you? Who's celebrating? Where are you? What are you doing? How do you look? How does this person feel in the video? What kind of feelings do you get from them? Are they excited? Are they passionate? What sort of things are happening in these birthday celebrations? Perhaps you're in a different country, in a different home, in a different city. Maybe you're with a partner, so you've met someone in the future. Maybe there's babies or young children, and that's your family that's coming. So just watch it and just enjoy the feelings of like seeing you celebrate all these different birthdays in the next few years. Next, it snaps to your daily life. So it's those little snapshots you take on your mobile phone. We just capture little moments through your day, just the everyday things you do. But sometimes you just take a phone out, or maybe your children have just stolen your phone and they're taking a few videos. And what do you see that you're doing on these day-to-days? So this is your life. This is basically how you do live your day. These are those everyday things we have to do, chores, or maybe doing the school run if you're a parent. Maybe it's working, going to the bank, meeting people, all those types of things. So just watch them and just take note of what types of activities you're doing on the day-to-day. Where are you? Have you moved? Do you live in a different country? Have you moved city? Have you changed home? What kind of home is it? What rooms are you in? Are you in a living room or a kitchen diner? Perhaps you're in the bedroom or a home office. Maybe you're seeing snapshots of you living your life. You're in your living room with loved ones, chatting, playing board games, whatever it may be. Just picture all these different things that are popping up on the screen. This could be breakfast time. What are you eating? Who's with you? How does it feel? Are your breakfasts long and relaxing? Is it something you do once the family heads off to school and you're on your own and you indulge in a very slow, delicious breakfast on your own on the patio or looking out into a garden? Perhaps you're on a balcony and you can see a park, you can see the cityscape. Just imagine what you could be seeing and how your day-to-day life could be. Next, we're going to up pops your work or business or studies or some kind of vocation, what you're doing with your life that helps you earn an income. And picture if you're out on a location. Are you traveling? Are you traveling by car? Do you have a driver? Maybe you're on an aeroplane because you're going around doing some speaking gigs, or you get to travel and meet new clients all over the world. What kind of things are you doing? What is it that you do that brings you an income that you enjoy? Have you got your own business? Perhaps you've been promoted in your job. Just see these pictures and just let whatever pops up, just let it be. These could be these dreams that you have, dreams to get a certificate or a degree, dreams to start a business that's making an impact and helping others, dreams to make your creations and let those be shared in the world, your art, your services, your gifts. Maybe you're in your home office. If you are, let's look at the walls. What do you see? Look at the photographs that are around you. What do you notice in those pictures? What have you achieved? What experiences have you had with your business or your work or your studies? Notice what tools or equipment in that room. What have you been learning? Maybe you've been learning some new skills that are making you an even better craftsperson. What kind of equipment have you got? Just look at it and picture like the best equipment that you could imagine and wish for in your niche and in your field. And look at yourself sitting at your desk, or perhaps at your work table. Maybe you're in a workshop. Maybe your work's outside and you get to do it outside, and you're growing vegetables in a garden, or crafting handmade candles in a shared workshop. Next, we're going to see on the screen some photographs that are popping up, and these are just snapshots of different things you've been experiencing over the last few years. And up comes photographs of people that you've met, holidays that you've been to, places that you've explored, celebrations that you've been enjoyed, experiences that you've had. These might be things that are on your bucket list, those things that you always say, I'll do that someday. Just enjoy watching all these photographs like a slideshow, like your dream holiday, your dream wedding, or your baby's being born, getting a pet, any of these things that you would love to have and experience. Then you come up with the holiday photos, and it zooms in here and it focuses in on one amazing dream holiday. Where is it? How did you get there? What mode of transport did you use? Do you see yourself on a ferry? Perhaps it was a road trip and you hired an amazing car and road tripped around America. Are you in an aeroplane? What was the experience like on the aeroplane? Did you go in first class? Did you get one of those big recliners and your own TV and lovely food and drink? Did your experience start on the plane? Maybe that's how your holiday began, with a wonderful flight to wherever you're going. And picturing the actual holiday, what kind of accommodation are you staying in? Is it an apartment? Are you in the woods, in the mountains? Perhaps it's a beach trip or beach resort. Just picture what your ideal holiday destination would look like. And what kind of activities are you doing? Who's with you? Who did you bring along? Perhaps you've funded everyone and you've splashed out, you've hired a villa, invited your best friends to celebrate a milestone birthday. And as you're watching and looking at these holiday pictures of yourself, you're also looking and noticing what your body looks like and how you seem health-wise. And what do you notice about your body, your hair? Maybe you're stronger. Maybe you're being more adventurous with your clothing choices. Maybe you're wearing colour and pattern and you never did that, but now you've embraced it and you're wearing these beautiful, colourful dresses. Perhaps you're really enjoying headwear and you've got a headscarf or a turban or some kind of headdress and headpieces on. Maybe you've started to wear jewelry, wonderful big statement jewelry that just makes you so happy when you look at it. Look at your hair and notice it. How has it changed? How is it different to how your hair is today? What about your body? Like, do you seem like you feel like you're fitter in this image? Are you stronger? How's your relationship with food? When you're watching, you notice that your future self, she's enjoying food. She's enjoying her life. She's full of energy, doing lots of activities that you always wish you could do or would like to do more of. She's getting to enjoy all of that. What kind of activities are those? Just watch and just enjoy seeing her full of life, just enjoying her body and moving and having fun with her loved ones. Then up comes the last videos, and this is a more of a personal video. And in this video, you're talking and sharing with friends, and you're talking about things that really matter to you, things that you care about, causes you care about deeply. This is more about your connection to a bigger thing, to a bigger picture. Maybe your connection, how you fit in the world, in the globe, in your community. Maybe it is a faith-based community. Perhaps it's a community built around a cause that you care about. And how do you participate? What contributions are you making? How are you taking care of those things that are so dear to your heart? Perhaps it's the environment. Maybe it's sustainable fashion. Maybe it's homewares. Perhaps it's slow living. Perhaps it's seeing that nobody would be lonely and there'd be a place in your local community for anyone to come and find friendship. Just watch the last few minutes of that video. And as the video quietens down, sound starts to slow down and the picture starts to dimmer. And then you're just sitting there quietly in the dark, just thinking about everything you've seen and experienced. And you have some questions that come to mind. And after watching that, you suddenly find that you've got lots of answers and lots of thoughts. These questions are: how did you get to live that life? What did you have to change to start to live that life? What did you have to let go of? What did you need to believe about yourself, about the world you live in, to understand that those things were possible for you? Just ponder on those questions, and as you do so, you notice now the lights are coming up, the cinema lights are coming up, and the noise of the door opens and there's the noise of people out in the corridor, and you're back to your present moment. Now write down any thoughts that come to mind. Through those questions, you're seeing what's really important. You're seeing what really matters in 5 years' time or in the future. You're seeing the changes that you would like to make and need to make. You're seeing that your health and your well-being needs to matter as much as being successful or succeeding in your work. Everything's important. And what you realised most in watching these videos was how it all came together when you started to take care of yourself in all these different areas of life. That's when it really came together to bring fulfillment and joy.